Well, that was a fucking process.
Okay, Coach, coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Detroit Lions. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This throwing on first down. Bernard. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Off play action. Bernard. And that is incomplete. A lot of force.
That's supposed to be a run. What the hell?
Not hang on. It's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Bernard. And he's able to find Diggs. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking to throw on second down. Bernard. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
To throw on third down, Bernard. And that is incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Ready. 57 to Mike. You got nothing to do. Hey, high 7. Be different.
Romo here on first down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
Why is there a linebacker on Amari Cooper?
It's a Dallas first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Run for Pollard. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's Pollard. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on third down, Romo. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Set, hut, 60 out, set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
From the gun on third down.
Catch that.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Here we go. Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down.
That's caught in
Bullshit, man. You really just catch that shit?
52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Romo. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Tony Pollard out of the backfield, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Ready? 90, Wolf. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Fire.
Out of the gun, Romo. And that is incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Operating from the gun, Bernard. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now Pollard, and he'll be brought
Come on, man. This is just fucking bullshit.
As well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Not the shit on fucking conservative and they're fucking giving me face masks. Stupid.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Go, go. Ready?
A shotgun snap for Romo. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On the draw, it's Pollard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go. Slip, slip, slip. Top boy. Deep grip, deep grip.
On 3rd down, Romo. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyler Kroft, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the
Come
field.
on,
now, sometimes,
dude.
if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. James has got it. Complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bernard. And Diggs has it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down, Bernard. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. To throw on 3rd down, Bernard. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake, and it's Romo. Open man is Noah Brown.
Come on, man.
He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I want my team to play for
So
me,
the ball
dude.
moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Romo. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper.
Please. Thank you. Thank you.
Picked by Tracy Walker. Cooper was the target there. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now. Showing the other
Come
team
on,
that
break
he's
that.
frustrated.
Slow
All they
ass.
do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Bernard.
I got to be more aware of that.
Down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Mike 5-4. Set, go. 5-4. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on 3rd and long. Bernard. Oh, he's going to go for it all.
Let's go, Garrison. That's my dude. That's my dude. Let's go.
A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that
run. No fucking way, bro.
Complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first
fucking animation, man.
As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. From the gun, Romo. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Romo now to throw. Got a man. It's Brown.
No way, dude. I have my shit on conservative. I am hitting X. Why is this happening?
Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Romo.
Let's go. Yeah, that's what happens. Man makes it right. That's good.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and his guys have got it.
Why do I do these things?
Stages of the first half.
I just choke, man. Something good happens and I choke. Hit the wrong button and just fuck it all up.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And an alley to run.
No fucking way. It literally made me go behind him.
Officially, that goes
I hate
as a
this
kick
game.
return of 107 yards. What a run.
What a
The
run.
Cowboys, they push
Because
out
I
in
fucking
front
hit
further.
R1. I'm a dumbass.
And talk about taking words and
suck
bringing
at
them to
this
life.
fucking game.
At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bernard firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Off the play fake. Bernard. And he's got his man on the out route. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Operating from the gun. Bernard. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out.
And a double
Nice
coverage,
pick.
and it's intercepted.
Good game.
And Xavier
Game's
Woods with a
fucking
pick.
over.
First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that
Has
one.
that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some
You should have handed
adjustments.
that off outside, my
And
buddy.
he is met in his
What's up?
tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
You ready? Mike, 57. Watch the pass. Next one, travel. Five. Snap.
They'll fake the give. Now Romo. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll try the left side.
This
And he'll
fucking
lose yardage
game,
here,
dude.
going
I
down
suck.
back at the 28. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
Oh my God, rookie kicker, dude.
Missed it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
15 line. 15 line. Watch the run.
On 2nd down, here's Romo. And the grab by Croft. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Stay with you. Double time. 40. Check. Smooth. 57's a you draw course.
On 3rd down, Romo. Past the 20. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make it.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, exit. 5.
From the gun, Romo looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Get it.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. On 1st and 10, Bernard. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for the Lions. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Bernard. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Check 13. Check 13.
Brings up 2nd down.
Off play action. Bernard. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down, Bernard. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run with Pollard. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 59 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Back to throw. Bernard. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, Bernard. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And all the way down to the 39. A big play here for the Cowboys. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Romo going to throw it. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Noah Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel look.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and through. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Let's go. 30 base. General West.
They're throwing here. Romo, he's going to let this one go deep. And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close.